It has certainly been an exciting week for the award-winning franchise Uncharted. With the recent release of Sony Pictures' Uncharted movie, starring Tom Holland, the hype around Uncharted is astounding. To further add to the hype and celebration, Fortnite has decided to pair up with our favorite studio, Naughty Dog, to bring us an adventurous crossover. Skins for our very own treasure hunter, Nathan Drake, and his total badass companion, Chloe Frazier, have been added to the game. Moreover, following the Uncharted tradition, there's also the addition of treasure maps and plenty of hidden loot to be discovered. So let's dive in and unpack everything this recent update has brought us. The trailer, Sis Parvis Magna, greatness from small beginnings. A message that is held dear and close to Nathan Drake, as it was engraved on a ring owned by Francis Drake, which now Nathan wears around his neck by a lanyard. Using this beloved and inspiring message, Fortnite announced the release of the Uncharted crossover on Twitter on February 18th. The trailer portrays the newly added characters in typical Uncharted moments, with the trailer opening with Tom Holland's depiction of Nathan shooting at a bunch of enemy vehicles while being in a car chase. It then cuts to Chloe as she is in her own chase, but with boats and grenade launchers this time. The original video game skins are brought into the picture, with Nate gliding down, sneaking around, and undergoing an epic bridge chase alongside Chloe as an explosion erupts behind them. Definitely an exciting and cinematic trailer that massed over 160,000 views. Props to the animators behind this sensational trailer. Uncharted skins. You can pick up the quite accurate skins from today and be in the boots of a legendary treasure hunter, Nathan Drake. In total, there are 2 skins added with further styles for each of the characters. Nathan Drake has his traditional video game style from Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, with his iconic sleeved-up dull navy blue shirt and brown jeans. The other style, which can be switched to in the locker, features the Tom Holland look from the recent Uncharted movie. This look is quite similar to Nathan's Uncharted 3 desert outfit, with a scruffy white shirt and the Francis Drake ring hanging from his neck. Needless to say, both had their gun holsters on their torso, with the Tom version actually carrying a gun too. Similarly, the Chloe Frazier outfit also has multiple styles, 3 to be precise. 2 of these styles follow the movie design embodied by the actress Sophia Ali. Her style has a version with her jacket on and the other with it off. The other is designed according to Chloe's look from Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, with an orangey red shirt and ink blue jeans. Her pack also comes with Chloe's Pack Back Bling, which appears to be a jet black bag with a map-like object attached to it. As for the pricing, the entire set will cost you 2,300 V-Bucks, translating to $19.99. Or you can buy the individual costumes for 1,500 V-Bucks, making it more expensive to buy both individually. Collectibles. There were some collectibles added as well related to the games. These include the second-hand saber pickaxe, with its description being, "The tetanus is just as intimidating as the blade." The sword looks awfully similar to the one Nathan's brother Sam held up during a friendly banter moment in Uncharted. Alongside that, there is also the Parashurama Axe pickaxe, which certainly gives pirate treasury type vibes. And finally, we have an emote which shows the player jotting something down in a journal. This is a clear reference to how Nate constantly creates notes whenever he is on adventures, the description of the emote being one of his lines. Let me just jot this down. Drake's maps. This update also came with an exciting treasure hunt aspect, as the Fortnite developers wrote that after Nathan Drake spent some time on the island, he left behind some treasure maps for the players. These map items will remain part of the game until the end of Season 1, and if you come across them, they will guide you to a hidden treasure with worthy loot. However, you might be wondering where one can find these treasure maps. Well, just like any other item, the maps have been added to the standard Fortnite loot pool, meaning there's no particular place where you can look for them. They'll be found lying on the ground or can be obtained from loot chests or supply drops. Regardless, you can't miss them due to the golden glow encapsulating the item. To increase your chances of finding the map, you can consider roaming in areas that are abundant with loot drops. Sanctuary Village is such a location. Using the map is simple. When you pick it up, it will take a slot in your inventory as any other weapon or item would. Once you equip the map, a dotted line will appear in front of you, which will lead you to the nearest buried treasure. The path does disappear once you shift into another item, however, it returns once you re-equip it. After following the line, line, you will eventually be led to a giant X on the ground and will be growing. Use your harvesting tool to dig, which will uncover a chest. The chest holds legendary weapons, making the hunt worthwhile. Slightly unrelated to Uncharted, but part of the same update, were the gyro controls this update added for platforms that support them. These controls already existed for the Nintendo Switch and Android, however, the update has now brought them to PS4, PS5, and PC. They allow the users to control their in-game view simply by tilting their controller. They can be enabled or disabled easily through the touch and motion settings in the menu. Other gaming news. Fortnite definitely knows which trending characters to pick for their skins, and they clearly nailed it by featuring Uncharted. With that being discussed, let's move on to some other exciting news in the gaming world. Ubisoft's upcoming project and acquisition talk. We've had a bunch of news related to Ubisoft this week, with insights on how their games have been performing and potential future projects. An earnings report states that their Rainbow Six Extraction has been performing well, exceeding 5 million players. The report did later get boring with them talking about taxes and such, but it's good to know that their games are doing well. The report also highlighted, despite them not looking to get sold out, that they would be happy to entertain any conversation regarding an acquisition. Seems like acquisitions have become a trending topic for the gaming industry, with bigger corporations, namely Microsoft, taking up studios. In spite of their statement, it does seem unlikely that Ubisoft will actually go through with any offers as of yet, considering the success of Assassin's Creed, with their latest entry, Valhalla. Moreover, there have been rumors about a game that Ubisoft has been working on for a while, Skull and Bones. Supposedly it was rebooted and is now more a multiplayer-focused game with pirates, ships, and all sorts of madness. Let's hope it turns out well. Battlefield breaks record. Sort of. Released in November 2021, Battlefield 2042 was an utter disappointment for fans as it was plagued with broken content. With poor performance and mediocre mechanics, players were infuriated with how unpolished the game was. The game was unplayable with players not able to respawn without leaving the server or being spawned back as enemies to their own teammates, leading them to get killed through friendly fire. Sounds messy. Since then, the game has been losing players daily with it, recently breaking a record of having the lowest player count ever, under 5,000 on a single given day. People have been creating petitions to get EA to do something about the game and getting refunds for their purchases. None of this was an ideal situation for EA. Hopefully they can bounce back from this situation, but as of yet, hope seems to be dwindling for Battlefield 2042. New BioShock game and movie. BioShock 4 has been in development for what is beginning to seem like ages. Without its original creative director, Ken Levine, it seems to be struggling. As an insider reports, people internally are not happy with the current progress of the game. The project seems to be losing employees, yet rumors also suggest they have been hiring many people, perhaps to regain the lost employees. But a date has been floating around with 2024 being the current predicted release date. However, that should still be taken with a grain of salt, as the only source is the insider and no official source. Part of the reason it's facing all these problems is due to the leadership gap and how ambitious and unique the game truly is. Combining that with the effect of lacking some of the creative leads, the game developers are in a pickle. Building on top of the BioShock news, Netflix has seemed to acquire the rights for a BioShock movie recently. With the deal being in the works for quite some time, it was finally officially announced this week. BioShock has a lot of wild and gory moments, and we hope Netflix can give it the justice it needs. And that's a wrap for this video. What do you think about Fortnite's latest update and the Uncharted movie? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.